And that one down. Hello and welcome from Connor Field for the Chicken Bowl between your 2-4 Loyola Dons and the 4-4 Calvert Hall Cardinals. I'm Jackson Elgert, joined by Cameron Pappas. Cameron?
Yeah, Calvert Hall coming off of a tough loss to McDonough 20-23. Loyola also coming off an even tougher loss to the Spalding Cavaliers 42-0. We'll see if Loyola can bounce back in a huge game against that school from Towson.
All right, and Loyola with the ball now. They will start with Will Grace as the quarterback, set up along the right hash marks now. The snap. Looking over, and it's caught. A gain of about 3 there for number 15, Zach Rutan.
Just trying to get a couple of yards to start the drive here. Hoping to inch their way down into the end zone.
Will Grace in the shotgun now. The snap. And it's thrown over to Harrison Morton, who is hit at around the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1.
Huge hit there. Loyola just really trying to play the short game right now. Probably going to have to stretch out something here.
Line it up along the left hash marks now. It is 3rd down and about 10 to go still. Will Grace in the shotgun now. The snap. Pressure from Calvert Hall. Will's going to roll out to his right and be sacked behind the line. A loss of about 15 yards, and now it'll be 4th down for Loyola.
Loyola keeps trying to do that same formation. 3 wide receivers on one side and the running back to the right of Will Grace. But Calvert Hall is just dismantling it right now.
Yeah, doing a good job of keeping the Loyola offense at bay. And out comes punter Zane. And it's away, and it's a short punt. And it'll get out of bounds around the 25-yard line. And this is where Calvert Hall will set up shop.
Not the kind of punt that you're hoping for after that drive. You start out hot, then it just keeps going downhill.
Yeah, and now the Calvert Hall offense on for their first drive, and really good field position now because of the sack and the bad punt. So we'll see what they can do. And the ball is going to be put out to about the around the 40-yard line now.
Loyola seems to be back on offense. Must have been a penalty there.
Yes. The snap. Hands it off. The running back up the middle, and he gets stuffed. Nowhere to go there for running back number 3, Carson Brown. And another good job of Calvert Hall's defense. It's not letting Loyola do anything.
They keep trying to attack the short game. This time they threw in a run here and there. But it's just not working right now for the Loyola offense.
And Will Grace back in the shotgun now. Flipping and that's a snap. He's going to put it up, and Carson up the sideline, and he will get all the way out to around the Calvert Hall 45. A great run to be able to get that to the outside and get the first down.
Same formation from Loyola again, just flipped the angle. And they ended up paying off with one of those short plays.
Yeah, Calvert Hall brought a strong rush right in the quarterback's face, but able to get the pass off to Carson Brown, and he was able to use his legs to gain some yards. It's going to be first down now from the 45. Will Grace in the shotgun with Carson Brown to his left. Evan Jackson in motion with the snap. Throws it over to number 5, Harrison Morton, who will... Oh, no, that's number 6. And he's going to get up the sideline and be out around the Calvert Hall 20-yard line. A great run from number 6, Grady Murn. And a good job to be able to bounce around to the outside and gain a lot of yards.
Yeah, Loyola's offense threw in the motion on the right side, threw off Calvert Hall's defense, and threw it back to that same side.
Yeah, the ball will be placed at the 28-yard line. So we'll see what Loyola can do from here with another first down. Will Grace under center now with Carson Brown in the backfield. He gets the snap and runs up the middle with it and gains a few yards up to about the 30-yard line, placed at the 25-yard line, placed at the 24.
Seems like Will Grace tried to do a quarterback sneak, maybe expecting the hit there, but Calvert Hall's defense just wasn't there, so he was able to pick up a couple more yards.
Yeah, good job not to just fall on his face and keep his legs turning there. Now, in the shotgun with Carson Brown to his right. 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. And he gets the snap. Up to number 81. That'll be Gunnar Mills, and he was off of his hands. Almost a touchdown there, but just off of his hands.
Loyola's offense been really pounding that short game, and they have the same formation for most of their plays. Ended up throwing one deep, almost paid off there.
Yeah, a good play design from the Loyola Dons. Just couldn't capitalize on it. Now it'll be 3rd and about 6 here. Will Grace in the shotgun with Carson Brown to his right. 3 receiver on the left like you've seen before, and he gets the snap. Looking, scrambling out to his left, and he's going to throw it up, but there's nobody there. And just no one to really throw it to there. A lot of pressure from the Calvert Hall Cardinals.
Yeah, Calvert Hall sideline wanting an intentional grounding there, but he seemed to be under pressure, so no intentional grounding there.
And it'll be 4th down now and 6. We'll see what Loyola decides to do.
Seems like they're going to go for it.
Yeah. Will Grace coming back out into the huddle again. So, yep, seems that they're going to go for it. Now, still that 3 receiver look that we've seen multiple times tonight.
Timeout Loyola. Wonder if Loyola's trying to draw up a trick play maybe, or just trying to draw them off sides, maybe get a couple extra yards to set up a field goal.
Yeah. Going back into the huddle, taking their time out here. Okay, now back out onto the field, and Grace is still out there, so seems that they're going for it. Still the three receiver look that we've seen, and he drops back for the pass, throwing it over the middle, and it's caught. Number 5, Harrison Morton for the touchdown.
Beautiful pass. Split the seam down the middle. Was able to create open space for the pass.
What a play. Loads of red all over the field there, but the Dons able to, Will Grace able to find Harrison Morton in the end zone, jumping up and grabbing it down. And here is Jimmy Lazardi for the extra point try. The snap, the kick, and it is through. So a 7-0 lead for Loyola over the Calvert Hall Cardinals to first points of the game, and pretty good ones, I'd say. What do you think, Cameron?
I mean, they were able to run off 10 minutes of this clock and ended up with the most amount of points that they could. So we'll see how the Loyola's defense can fare with their first time out on the field against this Calvert Hall offense.
Yeah, and a very good job of connecting small plays and being able to put some good opportunities together to be able to capitalize and score a touchdown.
Calvert Hall's defense just really has to stop those short plays. They're going to have to stop those long plays because they can give up 2 or 3 yards. Those plays aren't going to really matter, but when they give up those long plays, it's going to really hurt them.
Yeah, and a good job of Loyola being able to capitalize on the holes in the Calvert Hall defense on that drive, being able to see where they could find a way to get through and score. Lazardi for the kickoff. Boots it away, and it's low, and going to get past, and number 19 for Calvert Hall, Tyler Wiggins, touches it, and before it goes out of bounds at the 4-yard line, tried, and there's a flag down now.
Now, the problem with this play is the kick ended up rolling out of bounds, but it looked from our angle that Tristan had touched it. So the ball should be placed at around the 2 or 3 yard line.
Yes, but we'll have to see what the referees decide.
Usually on a kick that's going towards the sideline, you just let it roll and hope that it keeps going until out of bounds so that you can get the ball up by the 40-yard line. And they're going to call it to where the ball's at the 40-yard line.
Yeah. Tough decision. It almost looked like that ball was going to end up in the end zone, but taking some weird bounces and going out of bounds. Unfortunate for the Dons, but I think they'll be able to. It'll be all right. They'll be able to capitalize the snap, and it's handed off up the middle, and he is tackled down about a gain of 5 there, and it'll be second down.
Loyola showed blitz, but ended up backing off. They were still able to stuff the running back before he got too far out.
Yeah, and now they have about 2nd and 6. So, and number 17 in motion, he's going to throw it over, and it's dropped. No, dropped by number 12, Travis Farthing. That ball just a little bit behind him. Couldn't get his hands around it, but
yeah, try to put the man in motion, maybe get Loyola's defense a little uneasy. Didn't pay off there.
Yeah, so now quarterback in the shotgun gets the snap. giving it to the running back up the middle, who will power forward, and he's got open field, running up the right hash marks, and he'll be tackled down at around the Loyola 30-yard line.
Running back Amari Rowell just seemed to power through all of Loyola's defense, just getting broken tackle after broken tackle until he found some open space.
Yeah, really good block out there too, being able to put some blockers pushing through Loyola's defense to get to where they needed to go. Xavier Brookins now in the shotgun with Rowell to his right. Calls for the snap and gives it to Rowell. And he's going to power through after first contact behind the line of scrimmage. He'll power through to about the 25. So a good 5-yard pickup there.
And Loyola's defense right now just needs to focus on making that first tackle. Because Rowell, all he is doing right now is breaking the tackles and just gaining yards.
Yeah, Loyola doing a good job of getting to him, but they need to be able to bring him to the ground.
Second down and seems to be around 5. 2nd and 5.
All right, now Brookins in the shotgun yet again with Amari Rowell behind him this time. He gets the snap, and it's over his head. And it's going to be picked up by and it's a pile-up now for the football. And
who has it? Who has it?
It looked like number 12, Travis Farthing, was able to jump on it, but the Hall was, even after multiple attempts by the Dons, Calvert Hall was able to fall on it, and now it's going to be a 3rd down and a lot.
And that ball seemed to just have soap on it. It just kept slipping out of everybody's hands.
Yeah, a good job of the Dons to recognize the oversnapped ball, and their defense was blazing towards the ball. All of them were diving on it. Just unfortunate that the Hall was able to get to it. Brookins in the gun again. The snap, hands it off, and he's going to power through but be stopped at around the 43. So that was Travis, my apologies, Amari Rowell again. Didn't pick up all the yards, but it's going to be 4th down.
And he's the only guy that their offense is flowing through right now. The passing game hasn't worked. First the drop ball, and then even the oversnap.
And the snap. Number 65 will punt it up, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to be down at around the 20-yard line there. That was number 65, Jaden Totten, the punter there.
We'll see if Loyola's offense can do what they did last drive and get small yards throughout the drive and end up with those big plays near the end zone.
Yeah, a pretty decent punt of around 35 yards there, and the Dons will set up shop at the 20-yard line. Will Grace gets the snap and flings it over. Number 6 is hit hard. That was Brady Murn. Jumped up to catch it, but was hit and dropped at around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and Brady Murn is one of those key players for the Loyola Dons. He leads in many categories of JV football, so expect to see him a lot this game.
Yeah, like you said, a good player and he has shown it tonight with a couple catches, both going for loss, but being able to catch it even in pressure. That's swung out to number 5, who's going to run up and seems to lose it, but maybe not.
He did lose it for a second, but Loyola was able to jump on that ball quickly.
Yeah, and now it'll be 3rd down and still around 10.
Loyola just needs some yards here. Hopefully get a little bit further up the field, as we saw from that last punt. We need to get up that field and end up punting the ball so we can get some sort of yardage before they aren't very close to the end zone.
Now, Grace in the gun. Once the snap, he has it. Throwing it out to his right, and it's way out of bounds. Missing Brady Murn, and it'll be 4th down now.
And Brady Murn, like I said, he's that key guy for Loyola as we end the first quarter here. He's one of those guys that they're going to target when they need a couple of yards, even those big plays. He's the guy that they're going to go for.
Yeah, and one of the guys who is going to make a big impact on this game, if he can get in a groove and they can start being able to throw the ball, and for gains, I think he'll be a very a strong piece of this Loyola offense.
No doubt, no doubt. Fourth and 11 for the Dons. Most likely going to punt it here. Not really trying to risk anything of possibly losing yards and being closer to their own end zone.
They've had a good drive so far, though, with a good first quarter with a touchdown and holding Calvert Hall to 0 points. But right now, they're just going to need to figure out a way to continue making those points, because if they can hold Calvert Hall and score another 2 touchdowns in the first half, I think that'd be huge for the Dons, because the Hall offense has looked good. They just haven't been able to score any points yet.
And Calvert Hall, not a huge scoring team. They don't have many huge offensive breakout games.
It's going to be a fake punt now. Running up the side is number 12.
Seemed to be just short.
Yeah, I'm unsure if he got that one, but
he broke the first tackle and then looked to be out maybe a yard or 2 short.
Yeah, a good play design, though, to be able to he came out of the blue and surprised all of us. At least he surprised me with that one. But yeah, and Calvert Hall will set up shop just around the 26-yard line. Brookins with the snap, hands it off to Farthing, and he's going to be hit and dropped around. Oh, sorry, that was Amari Rowell, but hit maybe a yard or 2 on that run. Hit pretty quickly by the Dons defense.
Good job of being able to bring him down earlier this time. Like we said last time, he was just able to break a couple of tackles and then just keep going. So expect to see him a lot this game.
Yeah, good job by and Xavier Brookins running back and forth from the sideline, trying to get the play call from the coach. But yeah, Rowell should have a pretty good game today, because of the way he's played so far. But I think that if the Dons lock in on the running defense, and they can hold him. the snap, and he's going to run up around the left side and cut back in, and he's going to be pushed down, but not after he...
Seemed that it took the whole Loyola defense to bring him down there.
Yeah, wasn't able to get the first down, but almost did with the run. And like you said, dragging the whole Loyola defense along with him on that run.
Most likely going to be a run to the right here again.
Another run to the right, like you said, and he's going to be able to cut back in, and he'll get the first down, but Loyola defense able to pull him down.
Yeah, that's Elijah Morton. He's going to be that one guy who's going to be able to bring down Rowell.
Yeah, done it a couple times today, and this defense doing well, but we'll need to step up and get this running game back into their hands.
Bunch formation here from the Cardinal offense.
And it's going to be handed off. Another one to Rowell, and this time the defense able to pull him down quickly, only maybe getting a yard.
Loyola's defense started to pick up that, okay, Rowell is the guy that we have to focus on right now. They're sending a lot of people in on him.
Yeah, and good job there to be able to bring him down. Like you said, seeming to catch up on the the Cardinals' play style. Not really throwing very many passes today. Really relying on Rowell to score them some points.
Another bunch formation. Wonder if it's the same play.
And another snap, and he's going to throw it over the middle. That's number 17, Misha Morozov, and he caught that one and was hit by Don pretty much right after the catch, but he won't get the first down, and it'll be but a good gain of yards. And I just said they weren't passing, and what did they do? They threw for a gain.
First complete pass of this game, and we're halfway through the second quarter. I mean, if you're Loyola's defense, you still probably have to look for that run right now.
Yes, and now Bookins in the backfield. He's going to roll out to his right, looking over the middle, and it's caught. And it's going to be a touchdown. Number 17, Misha Morozov again for the second completed pass of the game, and it's a touchdown. 6-7 Dons.
Morozov seems to be that guy that they want to target. Started to roll out to the other side. Got Loyola's defense following the quarterback and Rowell. And Morozov just waiting on the left side of the field, able to walk in.
And now number 4, Jason Gu, is going to be on to try for the extra point. The snap, and he kicks it, and it is through the uprights. And now it'll be 7-7. This game is tied up. And the Cardinals, with extremely good field position after the failed fourth down conversion from the Dons. But the Dons do have 6 minutes left in this second quarter. So if they can drive down the field, they'll be able to score some points.
And you've got to wonder if Loyola is going to keep trying with the motions and then doing the screen plays, because that's been able to pick up some big gains here.
Yes, and we'll and now William and that kick is caught by number 81, and he will be wrapped up and tackled down at around the 40-yard line. That was number 81, Gunnar Mills, and a very short kick, and low short, little squib kick, but the Dons will set up field position at the 40-yard line.
Three men on the left, like we've seen throughout this game.
Grace in the shotgun, gets the snap and hands it off. Running up the middle is number 3, Carson Brown, and he will be hit and tackled at around the 47-yard line. So a good run of about 7 or 8. And they only have around like 2 or 3 yards to get to the first down.
Luke Spiker with the tackle there. He seems to be one of those guys on their defense who's going to be able to make the key tackles in the open.
And Evan Jackson in motion, comes across the middle, and there's a flag.
False start. Looks to be 64, the right tackle for the Loyola Dons offense, Brooke Redmer.
Yeah, and that'll set them back a good chunk of yards. Only 5, but 5 is big when it's second down, and now you've got 7 more yards to go.
Another motion.
The snap handed off, and it's up the middle now. Karsten will be tackled, and he'll get right back where they had the second down, around the 46-yard line. And this will be 4 yards that they're going to need. It's going to be 3 yards. They're going to place him at the 47. But another good run from Karsten Brown.
With this Loyola offense, you got to think it's a 4-down drive. No matter what, they're most likely going to go for it if they don't get it here.
Murray in the shotgun with Karsten Brown to his right, looking for the pass. Throws it deep. Caught by number 5, up the sideline and knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That was Harrison Morton. Another reception for him. He scored the touchdown in the previous drive. And another phenomenal job to pull that ball in and gain a couple yards after making the grab.
Yeah, and we were talking about Brady Mern, how they're going to try and target him throughout this game. But Harrison Morton has been the key guy for this offense in the passing game.
All right, and so Brady Mern in the shotgun with number 12 to his right. He hands it off, and he is going to barrel up the middle, but be stopped at around the line of scrimmage. That
looked to be Jaden Harper out there, switching it up from Karsten Brown, seeing if they can maybe switch up the eyes of the Cardinal defense there.
And all right now, and Will Grace in the shotgun with Jaden Harper to his right. And there's a flag.
Looks to be another penalty on the Loyola offensive line. They're going to have to try and regroup here. Another false start.
Yeah, that's another false start there. So the Dons, they're going to need to have more communication on their line of scrimmage because 2 in the same drive. That's unfortunate for them, but it is second down and about 15. So they're gonna need to put something together here if they wanna get the first down. Snap and looking to his left, and it's just dropped by Brady Murn. Went up over the head of number 12 Travis Farthing, but couldn't quite reel it in.
And they were targeting Brady Murn there. First real big play that they've targeted him on. Usually it's been Harrison Morton, number 5. But Travis Farthing with great defense there.
Yeah, and a good look by Brady Murn. Just good coverage, like you said, by Travis Farthing. And Murn back in the gun again with Jaden Harper to his right. Gets the snap. Looking right, scrambling left. He's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be caught! Caught by Brady, caught by Brady Murn, and a great job. No defenders near him. Wide open in the back of the end zone there. A phenomenal job of getting open and scoring the touchdown.
And you got to hand it to Will Grace there, being able to elude the pressure and kind of suck in the defense to go towards him in case he scrambles and be able to find Brady Murn in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, seems to have somehow broken free from his defender. And now Jimmy Lazzotti won for the extra point try. The snap. The kick, it is good. And so now the Dons have a 14-7 lead over the Cardinals. Great hookup between Will Grace and Brady Murn, but and it results in a touchdown.
Now Loyola's defense going to have to try and stop Xavier Brookins again. Hopefully they can find Morazov on the other side of the offense.
Yes, and Jimmy Lazzotti will be out again for the kickoff. But yeah, another great drive from the Dons, resulting in a touchdown, and being able to score again with only a little bit of time left in the half. Puts a lot of pressure on the Cardinals. Lazzotti, the run up and kicks it away. This is another low kick and another kick out of bounds. Lazzotti with 2 of those today. So, unfortunate for him, but
Cardinal offense going to set up around the 40 here. Just hoping that Loyola defense can stop Amari Rowell, and also be able to find Morazov. Oh, he is going to kick it again.
I'm unsure why he's kicking it again, but he'll have a second chance. Running up now, and boots this one away. This one's up the middle, and it's going to be caught by number 27. Racing around the right side, and he's going to find a hole, and he'll be down around the 40-yard line. That was number 17, Misha Morazov, who was the one who caught the touchdown for them earlier. And so the Cardinals will set up shop around the 40-yard line with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this half, down by 7 points. And Cam, what do you think that the Cardinals have to do in order to drain out time but also score?
Well, they have to start with running the ball, and that's where they've been getting their big plays. Start with running the ball, then when Loyola's defense isn't expecting it, then they're going to break out that pass game with Mrazov.
Bookins rolling out to his left, and he throws it over, and it's caught by number 1, who's going to be knocked out of bounds. That was Everett Cohen for the gain of around 15 yards. So a good job to be able to find him, and also a good job to be able to being able to find time by rolling out to his left. His left.
3 wide receivers on the right this time.
Bookins back in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looking over the middle, and it's caught by number 17. And he's going to be drawn down for about a gain of 3. That is, again, Misha Morzov, who has had a couple of good receptions this game and a good kickoff return. So he seems to be a pretty good piece of this offense as well.
Timeout, Calvert Hall.
Minute 39 left in the half. Cardinals down 7 with the ball on the Loyola 46. 41. My apologies. So, they'll have to get a good chunk of yards in a small chunk of time.
Loyola's defense is really trying to stop them here, but if they can, trying to stop them with time on the clock for the offense to maybe drive down the field and get some points here.
Yeah, if Loyola was able to get more points by the end of this half, that would be huge, going up by 14 points. But we'll have to see if they can stop the Cardinals. Rolling out to his right and throws it deep. That's number 1 overthrown.
And he seemed to be targeting Everett Cohen there, but Cohen was focused on one side of his body, but he threw it to the other side, so tough for him to turn around and make that catch.
Yeah, and a difficult play there too from Xavier Bookins, but I think that it was a good job from the Dons to be able to press and give pressure like that. Now Bookins in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Rolling out to his right again. And he's going to off the hands of number 12, Travis Farthing, who he was wide open and just turned a little bit too early and bounced right off of his hands.
Yeah, Calvert Hall, they don't like to sit in the pocket. Xavier Brookins is tending to roll out, majority to his right.
Yeah, and the Loyola there, not even that much pressure on him. He was just rolling. So I wonder if it's part of the play design or if it's something more. Now he's going to look over to 17, who's hit hard but stays on his feet. And hit hard again. That was Misha Morzov, and they'll stop them. That will...
Roughing the passer on number 21 of Loyola. That'll be Nathan Coors. Hit the quarterback a little late there.
Yes, and that's unfortunate for the Dons, but even without the foul, they were able to. They did a good job of bringing down Morzov and stopping him.
Loyola's sideline and even their defense is visibly upset right now. They thought that was a clean hit.
Yes, well, in the end, it is the referee's decision. And Bookins again going to the sideline for the play call. We haven't really seen Will Grace doing that much, calling his own plays tonight, this afternoon. But all the Calvert Hall rushing to the sideline, to the line of scrimmage now. gets the snap and throws it to Morozov. Morozov cutting into the middle, and he finds space and will eventually be taken down at around the 30. Oh no, my apologies. The 12, it seems. Maybe the 14. So, a good job to juke in and find some space.
And they motioned a guy to the outside as Calvert Hall takes a timeout here. They motioned a guy to the outside, create some space for Morozov.
Yeah, and Morozov seems to be one of the Calvert Hall's best players here, with multiple receptions and a touchdown today, having a very good game on his end.
Loyola trying to reset here after the penalty and the gain of yards by Morozov. Just trying to stop them here. Hopefully they can't get any points here.
Yeah, and this will be a test for the Loyola defense, with the Hall only needing about 3 yards for the first down and about 15 for the touchdown. Gets the snap, looking, scanning, firing, caught by Morozov, and he's going to be dropped at around the 5-yard line. A good look by Xavier Brookins, and Morozov with yet another reception. This kid is on fire tonight.
And another timeout taken by Calvert Hall. They seem to love throwing to Morozov when he's on the inside. He's going to cut back in, and they seem to find him every time for that gain of yards.
Yeah, and like you said, always gaining yards. He's had multiple receptions, but most of them are upfield. So doing a good job of fighting through downs to be able to get to the ball, and then fighting through downs for extra yardage and not being caught behind the line of scrimmage.
And for Loyola's defense right now, you can give up a field goal. That's almost inevitable at this point if they can stop them. But what they need right now is to keep them out of the end zone. Hopefully you can go into the second half with the lead.
Yes, and if they give up a touchdown, though, that would make it more difficult. Only 36 seconds left, so Loyola, if they get the ball back, won't have much to work with. But neither does Calvert Hall, so if Loyola can run out some play clock, maybe they don't score.
Is he in?
And Amari Rowell running up towards the end zone.
Loyola says that they have the ball. Might just be stalling time here as the clock is winding down.
They are. The ball will be placed at around the 1-yard line. And only 8 seconds and counting down. They have no play.
2, 1. They did not get the playoff, so they are stopped at the 1 at the end of the half. Great job by the Loyola defense there.
Yeah, stalling loads of time, almost 30 whole seconds on that play. It was 36 seconds before the play started after the Hall timeout, but Loyola held them and knocked down running back Amari Rowell before the end zone, and then
Loyola's team seems to... Oh. Apparently they're putting on more time for Calvert Hall offense. Coach Hines right now, the best, one of the best coaches here, one of the best coaches around, visibly upset with the referee right now, arguing with him, and he's going to call a timeout.
A smart timeout, too. They didn't have the right players on the field, and they're going to give them 1 second on the play clock, so only one play. And only one play for the Cardinals, too. That doesn't allow for any time for the Dons. But that means that they have about a couple inches, maybe, to get to the end zone. So what do you think they're going to run here, Cameron?
I wouldn't be surprised if they just got a lot of blockers for their main guy Rowell, and just tried to run it right up the middle, overpower them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Or my second guess would be if they gave a little screen pass to Misha Morozov on the outside, but the logical opinion would be to give it to Rowell right up the middle and see if he can dive over a couple of Dons.
And it seems to be that they're going to have 4 wide receivers out.
Yeah, 2 deep to the right, 2 way out to the left, and they're going to QB sneak it right up the middle.
I don't know that he's in.
I don't think that he was. He
was
not
stopped.
in.
Oh,
The
my.
Loyola Dons stop number 8, Xavier Brookins, from crossing the line of scrimmage on the last play of the first half. An incredible job of the Dons knowing what was coming and being able to stuff Brookins from being able to do anything and get past their defense.
And we're going to see what's going to happen in the second half. really seemed to. In the first quarter, they really loved their running back, Amari Rowell. But in the second quarter, they started to adapt with their pass game and Misha Morozov.
Yeah, Morozov getting a lot of passes and really being a big playmaker for the Cardinals today with 2 good kickoff returns and many passing opportunities for a big game. Now, Xavier Brookins in the shotgun now with Amari Rowell to his right. He gets a snap and hands it off to Rowell. Rowell running up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 46-yard line. 47 is where they'll place the ball. But back to the running game to start off the half, and Morozov doing a good job so far.
Number 99, J.J. Tolentino, needing to rush off the field there. Cardinal offense, same formation, same exact play.
Hands it off, and this time he's stuffed. Dropped back behind the line. That'll be around back to the 44. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Joey Cuomo in on the tackle. Loyola seemed to pick up on that formation. Saw that was just like the last play. Sent the house and was able to bring him down early.
And now number 55, Brendan Kelly, coming on the field in place of Elijah Morton for the Dons. Xavier Brookins in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking for the pass, fires it, and that's caught by Mortov. And he'll be dropped, and there's a flag. It's probably going to be a face mask on number 20 for the Dons, Jack Rinn. You could see instantly when Morozov popped up that he was signaling for the face mask, and the referee listened.
Yeah, that one's costly for the Dons. I mean, first they get the first down, and they pick up the big yards, but then you add on 15 more to get them closer to that end zone.
Yeah, that's gonna put the ball all the way up to the 29, right about the 30-yard line. So that puts them in way better field position than the 40-yard line or the 45-yard line would have put them. And with a first down, they're in good field position. He gets the snap and hands it off. Running up the middle, and he's going to be brought down for short yards again. Loyola adapting to the running game. Okay, good job from the Dons to stuff the running game, adapting to this Cardinals offense, and really, and that snap flying over to Morozov again, breaks one tackle and headed down, and he'll be taken down at around the 13-yard line.
And again, just Loyola not making the tackles when they need to. A lot of yards after contact for the Calvert Hall Cardinals.
Yeah. And more strong yards for Misha Morozov, really carrying this Calvert Hall team today, and doing a fantastic job of being open for Xavier Brookins.
Calvert Hall again, split formation.
Hands it off of the middle, and he's going to be taken down at around the 9 or the 8-yard line. So better field position than they've had.
Calvert Hall really hoping to get into the end zone here. Unable to convert at the end of the first half.
Yeah, a good job then of the Dons being able to stuff them at the 1-yard line but he was able to. But the Dons were able to capitalize. Now running around the outside is quarterback Xavier Brookins. He's going to keep pushing and
seems to be down at the 1 yard line. Calvert Hall sideline thinks that he's in.
And yes, we'll be down to get the first down, and we'll be down. Nope, it's gonna be third down and around like 1 yard. So
3rd and goal here. Loyola hoping to do the same thing that they did to end the half with 2 big stops on the goal line.
It is first down.
My apologies.
Yeah, seemed to have crossed the first down line, and he did. So Xavier Brookins getting the play from the sideline and coming into the huddle, like they've done all game. Now Brookins in the shotgun, catches it, flings it, and it's caught by number 20, Bharat Mahanti. That's his first reception of the game, and it's a touchdown. A Calvert Hall touchdown. The second of the game for them, and Xavier Brookins scanning and finding Mahanti for that touchdown, and a good job by him to get open and receive the pass. Now Jason Gu on for the extra point. Holder Luke Spicho calls for the snap, gets it, and it is kicked through the uprights for the extra point. 14-14 with 4:59 left in the third quarter.
Loyola's defense, expecting the run like they had been doing on the goal line the entire game, ended up passing and was able to find an open man for a touchdown.
Yes, Loyola, a good job of stopping the run game, but letting the passing game come through, and it resulted in a Calvert Hall touchdown.
Karsten Brown and Evan Jackson deep to return. We'll see if number 29, William Garland, will put it short or try and kick it a lot further this time.
Yeah, on his first kick, he kicked a little squib kick, but we'll see what he tries to kick this time. Setting up, and another squib kick. This one's going to be caught and returned. Headed towards the outside was number 81, Gunnar Mills, and he made it around to the outside and was taken down at around the 45-yard line. My apologies.
We'll see what Will Grace is going to do this drive. Maybe they changed up the game plan from the first half. Maybe they'll try and extend their playbook and throw it deep a little more, or keep trying to get chunks of yards with the short game.
Yeah. They've been doing a good job. Of getting those short gains and turning them into bigger plays. Now Will Grace in the shotgun. Harrison Morton in motion. He's going to get the snap, but Will Grace got the snap, but there's a flag on the play.
Another false start on the Loyola offense. That's the third of this game.
Yeah, Loyola has not had good communication. Putting them back another 5 yards, that's going to be a first and 15 now. So a difficult play even more now with them not being able to with them having a further amount of yards to go.
3 wide receivers on the left with Karsten Brown to Will Grace's right.
Grace gets the snap and hands it off to Karsten Brown. Brown trying to get around his defenders, and he will. Up to the right side, and he will get around 3. tried to cut back into the middle, but ran into his own blockers, so bounced around to the outside and was brought down by a Cardinal defender.
Almost looks like a little bit of Le'Veon Bell in his prime, just sitting back and waiting for his offensive line to find some holes for him.
A good comparison there, Cam. And now it'll be 2nd down and 12. Will Grace with Carson Brown to his right. Receives the snap. Looking. Trying to pass. He's going to roll out to his right and throw it. And it is short of the intended receiver. Number...
Looks to be Brady Murrin that was the closest receiver there, but kind of just throwing up a prayer, hoping that doesn't get intercepted.
Yeah, and it almost did. A Cardinal racing in for it, but bounced just at his feet. And it'll be 3rd down and 12 now, so they've got a very difficult play to make, and if they don't get it, a decision whether to punt it or go for it. Will Grace receives the snap. Looking to pass again. Passes it to Carson Brown, and he will be taken down way behind the line of scrimmage, all the way back to the 35-yard line. And now that's going to be 4th and 20, so they're going to punt it now with Jimmy Lazzotti.
Yeah, if Loyola's offense gets some yards there, maybe 5 or 6, then you're maybe looking at a 4-down territory, maybe going for it. But with that huge loss there, you're probably not going to try and risk it.
And the punt's away. This one further than the first one, and it's going to be fair caught at the 40, around the 40 by Misha Morozov.
Will Grace on that last drive just couldn't really find anything. And Carson Brown doing all that he could, trying to fend off the defender. But just a great tackle in the open field.
Yeah. Will Grace putting some good plays together, but Carson Brown, like you said, not able to bounce it on the outside and get through the snap and hands it off. Now up the middle is Amari Rowell, and he will be wrapped up, and there's a flag now.
Referees will talk, trying to figure out maybe who this penalty was on. Number 79 for Calvert Hall, Tristan Moody. And this kid just threw the best block I have ever seen. And he just made a way for Amari Rowell.
Yeah, the flag thrown late after the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Calvert Hall.
So that'll put them back some yards. Some yards here, but
seems to be some confusion. Coach Hines is asking the referee maybe if the ball's moving backwards or seems to be settled. Looks like they are going to move the ball. Should be going back 15. And it is.
Yes. A good call from the referees. I didn't see anything, but they must have to call it. But that'll put the Cardinals back on a 1st and very long. 1st and long.
It's going to be a 2nd and 15, maybe 17.
The snap, hands it off, going up the middle, and he is going to be dropped again by the Loyola Dons defense, only gaining about maybe 5 yards. And it'll be third down and 12.
Loyola's defense just has to defend the deep pass right now. You can give up 4 or 5 yards, but anything past that, they're most likely going to go for it. So you got to expect a pass here, most likely to number 17, Misha Morozov.
Yeah, had a great game, has been having a great game today, and gets the snap. Looking for the pass. Looking deep down the field, and it's caught. Oh no, it's dropped by Everett Cohen. Hit right off his hands, and he had it for a second, but just slipped through and couldn't reel it in. It's going to be 4th and 12, and they're going to bring on the punting unit.
And for Calvert Hall on that play, Misha Morozov was going over the middle, and both of the Loyola defenders ended up going for Morozov, so it let Everett Cohen open on the sideline right off of his hands. And that's been the story for Calvert Hall. They just haven't been able to get those big passes complete.
Totten kicks it away, and it is deep, and it's going to bounce to the Loyola 27 is where they're going to place it. So another good punt from Jaden Totten, but and Loyola will set up shop around the 27-yard line. With only a minute and 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter, and the game all tied up. So if they can score in this quarter, that would be huge for their team.
And if they can't score here, it's not a huge loss for them. They just have to switch field position. And then hopefully they can score with enough time to where if Calvert Hall ends up tying the game back up, they still have another chance to end this game. Timeout Loyola.
Yeah, seems to be a timeout. Maybe just to discuss the play over and try to decide what they're going to try to do here. But I think that if they can get into good field position before the end of the third quarter or just run the clock out, that would be key for them because they would be able to start the fourth quarter with the ball in good field position and hopefully score in order to make the Cardinals' job that much harder.
And the Dons are 2-2 in 10-point games. So really hoping to have a blowout here and put some points on the board, get some big stops.
Under center, he hands it off, and he's ripping through is Jaden, and will be hit from the legs and brought down. But a good run there from Jaden Harper to be able to run through the Calvert Hall defense. Now, Loyola rushing to the line here. Will Grace under center, takes the snap and hands it to Jaden Harper again. This time, Harper will be stuffed just around the line of scrimmage and drop down for a loss. It'll be third down.
And they tried to set up a groove, maybe get some quick offense going, but just didn't work there.
Yeah. A good look there, good play call by Will Grace, but Calvert Hall defense noting that they went quickly and noting that they must be running the same play.
Will Grace under center again.
Under center 3 times this drive, all 3 plays.
That'll be a false start on number 5, Harrison Morton.
That's the 4th one this game. The second one in the third quarter.
Oh, never mind. That'll be offsides on Calvert Hall. Calvert Hall cannot believe it.
That's huge for Loyola getting out of the third down and getting a first down. and being able to have a first down and a restart of downs so they can try to make something big happen.
1st and 10 here. Grace under center again, with it looks to be 2 tight ends to the right of him.
Takes the snap and flips it back to Jaden Harper. Harper around the left side. He's got room. He's going to keep running past the 45 and down at around the 40-yard line. Brought down by number 51, Luke Speicher. And that's a great look by Will Grace, flipping it back. And Harper had multiple good blocks and ended up being able to just walk into open space and able to gain loads of yards and get down to the 39-yard line with a first down.
Looks like they're going to run down to the 4th quarter. This is where it all comes down.
A great job by this Dons offense in this drive, drawing the Cardinal penalty, and then on the next play coming out with that Jaden Harper run, and honestly a very good play design from Will Grace, flipping it back, and it looked at first like he was going to scramble to the right or to his left, but flipping it back and giving a block and he was able to open up room for Harper to run through and into open space.
And what Loyola's offense is thinking there, they're like, all right, we just did 2 runs to the right side with the same formation. We're going to flip the play now. Calvert Hall is probably expecting the same exact play. They see the same formation, same running back and all, and they flip it to the other side. They're able to pick up big yards.
Yeah, no Cardinals over on that side. They eventually migrated over when the play was when the ball was flipped to Jaden Harper, but a great job from the Dons, like you said, to flip the play, and they caught the Cardinals way at they caught the Cardinals off balance. Gets the snap and hands it off to he doesn't. Rolling out and gives it to number 3, Karsten Brown, and that was a good play. Faked me out, faking to give the ball to Jaden Harper like they had the previous 4 plays.
And that's the first time we've seen Karsten Brown and Jaden Harper on the field at the same time. Calvert Hall's defense, not knowing who it's going to go to, ended up faking it to them both. And Karsten Brown was able to roll out and be open for the pass.
Yes, and a good job from the Calvert Hall, though, to jump all over Karsten Brown and being able to pull him down and not allowing for him to gain any yards gain very many yards, if any yards, on the play. The snap, looking back to throw, and
that's got to be pass interference. Oh my!
They're not gonna call it. Karsten Brown pulled down from behind by a Calvert Hall defender, and Will Grace got the snap under center and rolled out to his right, but was instantly pressured by Cardinals. So tried to flip it out to Karsten Brown, but he was pulled down from behind by another Calvert Hall Cardinal. So they were unable to capitalize on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Coach Hines not happy with the no call there. They got to drop something big here. Get a couple of yards, probably about 5. Then you're looking at 4-down territory again.
Will Grace in the shotgun. Again, he's looking to his right and throws deep, and it's intercepted by a Calvert Hall Cardinal. Leaping up and taking it right out of the hands of Zach Rudzan
looked to be Travis Farthing with the interception. Just an underthrown ball. Not able to get to the side of it. But there is a flag on the play. and all of Calvert Hall's fans just died down.
Yeah, referees talking, one of which signaled towards Calvert Hall, but unsure of what it meant.
It is a penalty on Loyola, and they have declined. It's going to be Calvert Hall ball at the spot of the interception.
Calvert Hall with a huge break for them. Now, with 8 minutes left in the game and a tied game with the ball, this is huge for them, for them to score and put the pressure on the Dons instead of putting the pressure on themselves.
The Dons right now are really hoping for a quick stop and a big stop. Maybe throw them back into their own 10 yards or even 5 yards. Hopefully get some good field position if they can stop them.
Yeah, and that was the first really bad thrown ball by Will Grace, throwing lots of good passes, and that one just underthrew it, and it was intercepted.
And we had to expect it at some point as we get a stop of play here. We had to expect it at some point. I mean, Will Grace is a freshman quarterback starting in one of the biggest games of his career against a school rival.
Yeah, and now Xavier Brookins in the shotgun gets the snap and hands it off up the middle for Amari Rowell, and he will be taken down for only a gain of about 4. It'll be second down.
And they're able to make that key first tackle. They're able to bring him down early, and they're able to bring him down very fast. They're not letting him keep running after contact.
Yeah. He did a good job of breaking tackles in the first half, but the Dons able to stop him, the running game here. Gets the snap and looking over, fires deep, and it's way underthrown to Everett Kuhn. Covered there by 7 Joseph Williams. And some good coverage there, not allowing for him to be able to get back for the ball, but also another not so great throw by Xavier Brookins. He had another one earlier in this game that he underthrew just like that one. And it's going to be third down and around 7. So that's kind of a big play there that they didn't capitalize on.
He just needs to get to the correct side of the receiver. They're always turned one way and he's thrown it the other. They just need to get on the same page on, look, this is where the defender is.
Gets the snap and throwing it deep. And it's going to be another incompletion. That time looking for Isaiah Babcock and not able to capitalize.
Loyola safety Brady Mern there with the coverage. Didn't really try and put his hands on him, just got in his way a little bit, not enough to draw a penalty though.
And now it'll be fourth down, and they bring out the punting unit with punter Jaden Totten. He's had some very good punts today, and he will get the snap now, a low one, but he still boots it away pretty well. This is going to be caught and dropped by number 3, Carson Brown, but able to fall on it. But that'll put the Dons at their own 45-yard line. So that's another very good punt from Jaden Totten.
And Loyola's punt coverage, the rushers at least, they're able to get in on Jaden Totten, but they're just not laying out and trying to block it. They're just putting some pressure on him, and Carson Brown drops it. But it's not a horrible loss. He probably would have only gotten maybe 2 or 3 yards out of it anyways.
Yeah, Jaden Totten has done a very good job of still getting off good punts, even under the Loyola pressure like you mentioned. So we'll have to see if he can keep up that effort if he gets another chance. Will Grace in the shotgun now with Carson Brown to his left.
In this matchup down at the bottom of your screen,
Shifts to his right.
Brady Mern and Travis Farthing.
Gets the snap, flips it out to Carson Brown. Brown trying to get around the outside. He's going to keep going and be pulled down, and the ball comes loose. And
he seemed to have been rolling on his defender. We'll see who has the ball. Referees haven't made a decision yet. Seems to be a little bit of a scrum on the Calvert Hall sideline.
now it's a Loyola ball. He hit the ground and it popped out, and he was able to wrap his arms back around it as he fell to the ground. And Calvert Hall, the entire bench swarmed and started pointing to their end zone, but it didn't go their way.
And that scrum seemed to be between Elias Paul and just about the whole entire Calvert Hall defense.
Yeah. Maybe he said something that Calvert Hall did not like. But now Will Grace with Carson Brown to his left again. The snap. Rolling out to his right and knocked over is Carson Brown, but number 5 will get it. He'll be hit and dropped. That was Harrison Morton with the catch. But right out of the gate, Carson Brown was squashed by a Calvert Hall lineman, and he was a little slow to get up. I think he's all right now, but he was hit hard and knocked right to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and 6 for Loyola Dons.
Not one of the bigger kids on the team, Carson Brown, but so when he got hit hard. But he seems to be all right now, just to the left of Will Grace in the shotgun again. Gets the snap. Throwing another block and it's caught again. Another catch by Harrison Morton, and he'll take this one up and get the first down.
Will Grace was hit as he threw, still able to drop a dime to Harrison Morton. Loyola's fans are waking up again.
Carson Brown throwing a lot of good blocks, and he'll be substituted out for Jaden Harper. But throwing good blocks to protect his quarterback, that time got hit anyways. But yeah, Carson Brown being that extra blocker is super helpful for Will Grace.
And this mashup with Brady Murn and Harrison Morton on the same side, it's going to be tough for Calvert Hall's defense to lock them both up.
Gets the snap and hands it off to Jaden Harper. Harper still pushing, but he'll be taken down just about the line of scrimmage. And yeah, like you were saying, Calvert Hall trying to put matchups on their wide receivers, but Loyola has done a good job with the passing game today, hitting multiple targets such as Harrison Morton, Brady Murn, and even giving it to their running backs like Carson Brown and Jaden Harper today.
We'll see what Will Grace decides to do here. 2nd and long. No real gain on that play. Looking for yards here on this down.
Yeah, Will Grace finding some good opportunities, and seems as Loyola has really capitalized right now on simple plays, handoffs, screen passes, and little short gains that they can stretch longer with their legs. Grace in the shotgun with Jaden Harper to his right, gets the snap, and he's sacked. Number 51, Luke Speicher, all over him with help from 44, Tino Daly. They broke through the Loyola line so quickly. Will Grace had no chance to be able to get out of it.
Looked like the offensive line just crumbled. The whole Cardinal defensive line was all over them as the Cardinal sideline's trying to rally up their fans.
It's going to be 3rd and 20. This is a huge play here in the look of this game with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left.
And you got to expect Brady Murn or Harrison Morton
Gets
here.
the snap. And he's sacked. Another sack for the Calvert Hall Cardinals. That one was 92 Connor Murray and 15 Antonio Sinkford all over Will Grace on that play, and now they're going to have to bring out the punting unit and hope the defense can hold the Cardinals. Bringing out punter Jimmy Lazzotti, who has one not-so-great punt and one pretty good punt. And he gets the snap now, sending this one away, and it's blocked. And now Calvert Hall is going to get the ball at the Loyola 35, which is huge for them. If they score here and run the clock out, Dons will have to score in really quick amount of time with only 2 minutes and 23 seconds left on the game clock. Both teams are going to need to play very hard to the end of this game, but the Cardinals clearly have the high advantage.
And this isn't all bad for Loyola. Yes, it was blocked, but might give yourself some more time to score.
And what a pass breakup from number 21, Nathan Kors.
Loyola's defense starting to fire up right now. Need 3 more big stops, and this game could take a huge shift.
Brookins now gets the snap and hands it off up the middle. Running is Amari Rowell, and he will be dragged down for a gain of about 5.
Get the giggles out now.
Good.
They're going with a split wide receivers here.
Up the middle again. This time he has room, and he'll be taken down. And he will get the first down. Moving the chains and giving them even better field position out around the 22-yard line. So if Calvert Hall can score here, then Loyola will need to score in extremely quick fashion with only 1 minute and 30 seconds left. The snap, hands it off again. This time, the defense is he's going to break 3 tackles and eventually be brought down by the entire Loyola defense. This running back in Amari Rowell is extremely strong, breaking so many tackles today. It's very impressive.
And Calvert Hall going to take a timeout, think over their plays. Loyola's defense really just needs a huge stop here. And if they're going to stop them, they need to do it quickly.
Yeah, and with only 1 minute and 15 seconds left, the Dons the Dons will need to make sure that this Calvert Hall team cannot run the clock out. If they score and there's only a couple seconds left, that leaves the Dons in an extremely difficult situation. So the Cardinals' strategy here has to be to run the clock low but still score. You think?
Absolutely. I mean, Loyola has to decide, do we sell all out to try and stop them, or do we kind of ease up and maybe let them score, give us some time to score?
This is another handoff, and he's going to run right through the Dons' defense down to the 1-yard line. And again, Amari Rowell, incredible running today, but just breaking through the Dons. Nothing they can do really here. They're going to hand it again to Rowell, and he's going to run right through for a touchdown.
I don't really know what was going on with Calvert Hall. I'm not really sure why they would go quickly if they know that they're probably going to be able to get in with their running back, Amari Rowell, and how dominant he's been all game. You would think that they would try and run off some clock, leave some less time for the Loyola offense.
Yes, that would make the most sense, but clearly the Calvert Hall thinks otherwise. Now Jason Gu on for the extra point. 2014 with 1 minute left in the game. He's going to kick it and through the uprights. So Loyola has 1 minute to score a touchdown and an extra point in order to tie this game up. So they're gonna need some magic here. But I think that if they connect with Will Grace and Jaden Harper and Carlston Brown working in well, with finding Brady Murn again, who they haven't really found that much in this fourth quarter, or even for most of the third quarter. And if they can get Harrison Morton to score, then they can probably put something together. But they're gonna have to lock in here.
It looks to be a different guy taking the kickoff for the Calvert Hall Cardinals. Looks to be Isaiah Babcock.
Yeah, he will kick this one away and puts it deep. It's caught, and Loyola will try to return it. Running up the outside, and he's going to get all the way up to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Loyola Dons will set up shop.
Evan Jackson with the return there. Got good momentum, but hoping for a bigger return there.
Yeah. It seems that Babcock is their longer kicker, and Jason Gu has been kind of giving some more squib kicks. And so, yeah, Babcock giving a long kick there, but Loyola with a good return. They'll set up shop now. And Will Grace in the shotgun. He gets the snap. Scanning the field, throwing, caught by number 6, Brady Murn. He gets out of bounds, and with 50 seconds left, Loyola Dons have a second down and 4.
4. And now's the time where Brady Murn has to be that main guy for them. And Will Grace cannot get sacked here.
Throws it out of bounds. Closest target there was Brady Murn. Threw it about 10 feet over his head, but a good job to evade the sack.
Harrison Morton has also been that guy for them to where they can throw it deep and be able to come down with the plays. And they still have all of their timeouts.
He did have their first touchdown of the game today, Harrison Morton, from Will Grace to Harrison Morton in the corner. So if they can connect to him as well, I think they're going to be powerful. But they have to really focus in here.
Brady Murn's one-on-one.
Will Grace gets the snap, scanning the field, throws it, and it's caught. Caught by Harrison Morton. He came across the middle, went up, and they found him. It's a first down now, and he was also able to get out of bounds, only spending 4 seconds off the clock. 41 seconds remain, and the Dons have it at the 50-yard line.
And that's a great play, being able to motion over Harrison Morton and getting that big play to still be able to get out of bounds, only wasting off a little bit of clock.
Carlston Brown to Will Grace's left, signaling for Zan to go out to his right. Again, cutting across the middle is Morton. Looking, throwing, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by number 51, Luke Spiker, his second of the day.
And like I said earlier on in this game, Luke Spiker is that guy for the Calvert Hall defense. He's going to make the big plays.
And able to cut off that pass headed towards Harrison Morton. There, he just jumped in front of it and fell to the ground. 36 seconds left and 14-21. So unless Dons get a turnover here, it isn't looking good.
And they still have all of their timeouts, so they have to get a first down. Calvert Hall sideline all taunting the Loyola student section.
A snap and they'll kneel it.
that apparently is going to be the game. They're just going to let this clock run down. Game.
Yeah, and the Calvert Hall Cardinals beat the Loyola Dons 14-21 in the 2023 Chicken Bowl. And that's unfortunate because
Uh-oh. Loyola and Calvert Hall having a scrum.
JV football.
Patrick Krishov seems to be the one being held back. Loyola's whole sideline coming off to try and stop them. I don't know, maybe some Titans and Ravens action stomping on the logo.
yeah, well,
They're going to go to their respective sides and line up for the handshake.
they are rivals, so they didn't expect much less than a good, strong game, but and maybe a little feistiness.
Thank you for tuning in to Loyola Sports Network. This has been the Loyola Dons versus Calvert Hall Cardinals, 21-14 Cardinals.
In the 2023 Chicken Bowl.